Hello, brilliant learners. Welcome back to English Edu Class. I am Professor VenkataRamuB.R and I am excited to have you here today. Get ready because we are about to step into the fascinating world of Oliver Goldsmith's classic essay, The Man in Black. Now think about this. Have you ever come across someone who appears tough on the outside but hides a heart full of kindness? Well, that's exactly the kind of mystery we are going to explore today. In this session, I will first introduce you to the author and the background of the essay. Then I will spark your imagination with a few thought-provoking pre-reading questions. And finally, I will walk you through the key points of the essay, all explained simply, clearly, and engagingly. So without any delay, let us dive into this video. Let us begin with a few words about the author. Oliver Goldsmith was a famous Anglo-Irish writer, born on November 10, 1713 in Ireland. He wrote in many forms, essays, poems, novels, and plays. Most importantly, he is remembered for his essay series, The Citizen of the World, his poem The Deserted Village, his novel The Vicar of Wakefield, and his play She Stoops to Conquer. Now, Goldsmith's early life was a little tough. His father was a priest, and he grew up in a place called Lissoy. He went to Trinity College, Dublin, but sadly, his student days were not very happy. Later on, he studied medicine in Edinburgh, but he did not complete the course. Interestingly, he traveled across Europe with very little money and finally settled in London in 1756. There, he did many small jobs, teaching, writing, and more. His style of writing was lively, simple, and easy to read, which made him very popular. He had famous friends like Samuel Johnson and Edmund Burke. However, Goldsmith had a habit of spending more than he earned, which caused him debts. He died at the age of 43 on April 4th, 1774 in London. Now let's move on to some brainstorming pre-reading questions. The first one is, have you ever met someone who appears rude or unfriendly on the outside, but is actually kind and generous deep down? The second question is, what matters more in life, being successful in the eyes of others or being kind and true to yourself? Even it means struggling. Which would you choose and why? Now let's move on to the essay. The character of the man in black is a beautiful essay by Goldsmith. At first glance, the man in black seems to be stern and selfish person. But as we read further, we see that he is actually kind and generous. In fact, this man pretends rude and stingy. Yet, whenever he meets beggars, his real nature comes out. He secretly helps them. His kindness shines through, even though he tries to hide it. Moreover, this essay is taken from Goldsmith's famous book, The Citizen of the World. In this book, Goldsmith uses an imaginary person, a Chinese traveler, Al-Tangi, who visits England and describes the people and their culture. Through this character, Goldsmith humorously points out the strange habits and behaviors of English society. Interestingly enough, many believe that the man in black represents Goldsmith himself. You see, in real life, Goldsmith was known for helping the poor and giving away whatever he had. Thus, while the essay makes us smile, it also criticizes the social and political conditions of that time. Goldsmith clearly shows how society often hides its true face, just like the man in black. Let us now quickly go through the key points one by one. First of all, the man in black is a kind-hearted person, but he pretends to be selfish. Secondly, even though he says he hates charity, he secretly helps beggars. Also, his father taught him to be generous, but sadly he never learned how to manage money properly. After facing many failures, he started pretending to be stingy just to gain respect from society. However, deep inside, he remains a good and generous person, though he tries hard to hide it. In conclusion, this essay teaches us a valuable lesson. People are not always what they see. Sometimes kindness is hidden behind a rough and tough exterior. And that wraps up today's overview of The Man in Black. I hope you found it insightful and engaging. But this is just the beginning. In the next video, we are going to break down the essay event by event, diving deeper into the fascinating character of the man in black. So make sure you tuned and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on the detailed summary. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to English Edu Class for more amazing content like this. I will see you in the next video where the journey through Goldsmith's essay continues. Until then, keep learning and stay curious. Bye for now.